Terrorism is a global threat, which also impacts Singapore and our region. The conflict in Iraq and Syria has already drawn more than 20,000 foreign fighters, more in numbers and countries of origin than in the Afghanistan conflict in the late 1980s. And this includes an estimated 350 from Southeast Asia. Upon their return home, these fighters may be more prone to violence, and almost on a daily or weekly basis, we see new revelations, videos of fighters from our region who have been involved in Syria and Iraq. Self-radicalized individuals may also be influenced by the Islamic State in Iraq and Syria to carry out attacks in their own home countries. Such attacks are often opportunistic and therefore difficult to detect and prevent. The Sydney siege in December 2014, the Paris attacks in January 2015, and the Copenhagen shooting in February 2015 took place even when those countries were already on high alert. The home team will continue to deter and deal with terrorism by securing our borders, hardening our infrastructure, and maintaining our capability to respond swiftly and effectively to any threats that come to light. We will continue to conduct exercises to hone our response, as well as enhance our intelligence capabilities and work with international partners to identify and preempt terrorism threats. We take decisive action early to place persons who pose a threat to our security under detention or restriction orders. Since 2002, our security agencies have detained 66 such persons under the Internal Security Act. Of these 66 persons, 57 have since been released. Currently, 9 persons remain under detention and 21 persons are on restriction orders, including some who had intended to take part in conflicts overseas. It is heartening that Singaporeans from all communities understand the fragility of our peace and harmony and support the work of our security agencies. Other jurisdictions in Malaysia, Australia, the US, and Europe are strengthening their laws to allow preventive measures against terrorism threats. Our community and religious groups also play a key role in preventing and deterring terrorism and in maintaining social cohesion and harmony in the aftermath of an attack. For example, Singapore's Religious Rehabilitation Group, or RRG, launched its Resource and Counselling Centre in July 2014. The RRG has produced pamphlets and online material to counter extremist ideology, in particular, the type that draws persons to fight in Syria and Iraq. Singapore will be hosting the East Asia Summit Symposium on Religious Rehabilitation and Social Reintegration on 16th to 17th April 2015 to share best practices and build capabilities among more than 20 participating countries to counter radical ideology. Individual Singaporeans, too, play an important part in maintaining vigilance. If you notice any signs that a friend or family member has possibly been radicalized, you should alert the authorities. Acting preemptively could help stop them from harming themselves and protect others from being harmed. Through such alerts, we have been able already to refer young people who are becoming radicalized for religious counseling and to bring them back onto the correct path. However, despite our best efforts, it is not possible to ensure that a terrorist attack will never succeed or happen in Singapore. I agree with Mr. Hari Kumar, Mr. Arthur Fong, about the need to ensure that our society is ready to withstand a terrorist attack and maintain social cohesion and harmony in its aftermath. Madam, those who carry out such attacks seek to divide our society and strike fear in innocent people. If an incident were to occur, we must stand united as a community and condemn the violent acts of these particular individuals. Such extreme views do not reflect the beliefs of the wider community and indeed are rejected by them. As Singaporeans, we must continue to build on what we have in common rather than accentuate our differences. We must also carry on with our daily lives, reach out to each other, and not allow fear to paralyze our society.